So y'all, I recently got approved for the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card, and you know what that means. I have to get a minimum spend. So I have to get a $4,000 minimum spend so that I could get that 100,000 bonus points, where I had applied for it right at the cutoff to get the 100,000 bonus points, which is equivalent to $1,250. Now, typically, I use my credit cards like a debit card, but there are a few things like my mortgage and my car note where I can't use my credit card. So Plastiq is going to help me to get my minimum spend. So in this video, we're going to talk about it. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, I'm Tasha with the Major Change Group, where we believe small changes can create big results. And if this is your first time on the channel, welcome. We talk about credit, budgeting, and student loans. So y'all, I got this $4,000 minimum spend with the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card. I'm just like, oh, $4,000. But I'm gonna use Plastiq to help me do it. Cause see, while I usually pay my bills, most of my bills with my credit card, my mortgage and my car note, and maybe like my HOA fees, I'm not gonna be able to use my credit card. So Plastiq is a servicer to where it's going to help me do that. Now there is a 2.85% service fee associated with this. But if you're like me and you're trying to get that minimum spend and you're coming down to the crunch, I feel like Plastiq is gonna be a good thing to use, you know, especially since I'm trying to get that 100,000 bonus points. Now, this is not something that I use all the time, but I've been using this since, I want to say probably November of 2019 on and off, when I'm trying to get my minimum spend for credit cards. You know, like if your credit card churning like me, so you can get, you know, trips or cash back, you know, whatever you're trying to get with your bonus points. But Plastiq gonna help for those big expenses like my mortgage and my car note. So like I said, I've been using Plastiq since probably November of 2019, and see what happened at that time, y'all. I think I had two or three credit cards that I had to get a minimum spend on. One, it was my Navy Federal flagship, that was $4,000, and then I had my Chase IHG at that time. So that was that was like $6,000, because I think the IHG was $2,000. So I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get $6,000 minimum spend, you know, with the two credit cards. So Plastiq was there to help me. Now, what you can do is you can go on Google, because this is the only thing that I don't like about Plastiq, their website. When you go on their website, you can't find their eligibility chart to see which credit cards you can use for which payments. But if you go on Google and you type in eligibility chart, it'll take you to their site to where you can find what you can use for which credit card. So when you look, I'm gonna put it on the screen. So let's say for me, I want to pay my mortgage and my car loan. So looking at the auto loan, I can use a Visa, which the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card is a Visa. So I won't have any problem paying my auto loan. But when it comes down to my mortgage, I cannot use a Visa. So since I want to use it for my Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card, that's going to kind of be tough, because I'm not going to be able to use the Visa card. So I'm going to have to use a Discover or MasterCard, or, you know, one of the other cards. So definitely take a look at the chart to see which ones you can use. Now for my HOA fees, I can use my Visa. So that is going to be really good. So I'm excited about it. Now when you go onto Plastiq's site, it is really easy to get your payment set up. And I would say the main things that you want to remember when you're trying to use Plastiq to, let's say, get your minimum spend, is that one, there is a 2.18% service fee. Two, you want to give yourself time, because you know how even when you are using your bill pay for the first time, and they're going to be sending it off for the first time, because while with Plastiq you can use a check, AHC, or wire transfer, sometimes on the first time, let's say you might not be able to use the AHC, and so it's going to take a little bit longer if they're mailing a check. So just make sure that when you are setting up your payment for the first time, that you give yourself enough time so that your bills won't be late. We don't want our bills late and get those extra fees associated with it. So I would say that that's the main thing, is allowing yourself time. One change that Plastiq has made since the last time I used it, now they have where you can upload either like a bill or invoice so that they can have the most accurate information when they're trying to mail or AHC your payment off. So this is really good. And the last thing I'm going to say is, let's say for myself, I'm going to be paying my mortgage on my credit card. You want to make sure that you have that available balance on your credit card at the time you're going to be setting up the payment. Because let's say even though you're going to set it up today, maybe for next week, they're going to take the money off your credit card that day. So you want to make sure that that available balance is available on your credit card so that you're not getting any fees or anything like that on your credit card. So just looking inside the portal, like I said, it's really easy to attach your credit card information, putting in the bills or the invoices that you're going to be paying. Also, you can upload your invoice or bill so that they can have the most accurate information. And then you can pick the date that you want to get that sent off. And then it's going to tell you what the fee is associated with it. So say like myself, I think this is really cool. I'm going to try this. So I want to pay my car off this year. So I'm like, okay, if I pay $7,000 on my from my credit card, well, the thing is, how many points am I going to be able to get with that? So if it's 2 times the points, or, you know, let's say with the Navy Federal cash back, it's a 1.75 now. But the only thing is, with Plastiq, there's a 2.85% service fee. So kind of with the $7,000 payment, even though I'm really thinking about how many bonus points of cash back I can get, I mean, really that's only going to be, what, $122 or $140. So that's not going to weigh out on that one. But maybe what I can do is just make a smaller payment, especially since I'm trying to get the $4,000 minimum spend on my Chase Sapphire Preferred. But I'm just playing around with the numbers and seeing what I can do to not rack up as many fees with it. Overall, I think Plastiq is really cool because it's like you really want to go on the site and see what you can all use it for. I mean, you can use it for your mortgage, you can use it for your car note, you can use it for child support, you can use it for your taxes, you can use it for so many things. So let me know in the comments if you're going to be using this. You know, let's say you have opened up 3 credit cards within, you know, the last month and you have all these minimum spends that you need to use. Let me know if you're going to use Plastiq to help you get your minimum spend or pay your mortgage or your car note. And also, you can drop down in the description and you can use my referral code to where I'll be able to get some fee-free points if you use my referral code. But I thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share with a friend, turn your notification bell on so you will be notified when new content drops. I thank you so much for watching. Until next time.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.